Want a story of courage and love? Let's begin. Every time her father left, Cohn's heart brimmed with a strong desire for courage, wishing she could be like her brother. She longed to enjoy that warmth, even though that fatherly love felt a bit like a puzzle hard to piece together. This was a massive test. After her father left, it was just Cohn, her mom, and her brother against the world. Mom never gave up, dragging Cohn around in a doctor quest, but some docs were a bit off the mark in the diagnosis. One doctor even claimed her symptoms were due to her parents' divorce. Mom wasn't buying that and thought, time to hit the library. After countless nights of digging through medical texts, she finally found a match for her son's condition and dove right into the material. Cohn was stunned to discover she had Tourette syndrome. When Mom confirmed with the doctor, he admitted his mistake, but then he dropped the bombshell: Tourette syndrome has no current cure. Hearing this, Mom felt like she had just run into a brick. She just wished her son could lead a normal life. Cohn quickly transformed into the emotional anchor, comforting Mom like a pro. Mom squeezed him tight, tears welling up, but even without a solution, she never gave up hope. As they sought treatment, Mom brought Cohn to a support group for Tourette syndrome, hoping to find some comfort. The group had some pretty colourful symptoms on display, like a live exhibit of quirks. Mom hoped Cohn would learn something there, but noticed everyone just seemed to be having a complaint party. No one tried to change things. United, they fought fate, but Cohn felt unbothered. Mom saw this, got inspired, and swiftly whisked Cohn out of that energy-draining place, apologizing along the way. At just 12 years old, Cohn already grasped the art of avoiding complaints. But luck, she was ready to fight back. The shadow of Tourette's hindered Cohn's reading. Others learned easily. She struggled extra. Despite her best efforts to control her symptoms, she sometimes let out unusual sounds, cue the giggles from classmates. Her teacher was harsh, even scolding her at the front of the class, while Cohn quietly tried to explain. The teacher clearly didn't get it and insisted Cohn was being disruptive, forcing her to apologize to the whole class. Apologize. I'm sorry, Cyrillic letter 4b3 gamma not sign I half a circumflex letter 3ca I grov letter 1e69 a I cute Cyrillic letter 4bb omad a e grov chesi sedilla Cyrillic letter 4b3 commences I'm paragraph a o circumflex omad micro ligate ig pound the quarter u circumflex plus or minus I. Don't apologize to me, apologize to them. Now everybody close your eyes and straighten up. Brett has got something to tell you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you can't learn because of me. Cohn had grown used to these situations, facing those rather unpleasant teachers. Every time, she had to promise not to make a sound just to be led back to her seat to continue the class. However, the instant she sat back down in her seat, those strange sounds returned. The teacher didn't give her a chance to explain and kicked her out of the classroom just as the principal walked in. The boy was panicking, thinking he was about to be reprimanded, but the principal actually invited her to an upcoming concert surprise. That night filled with melodies, her body still had a mind of its own, twitching away, and her mouth let out quirky sounds like a soundtrack. Classmates and teachers gave her odd looks, yet the principal called her on stage before all. The principal gently asked her why she made those unusual sounds. The boy explained he had Tourette syndrome, an uncontrollable and incurable condition. When people stopped staring at her like she was a circus act, her condition improved, leaving the audience deep in thought. As she returned to her seat, that tense energy let out a sound again, but this time nobody laughed. Instead, the audience erupted into applause, her first real taste of being treated equally. The principal's simple yet powerful words didn't just change her fate, they healed her soul. From that day on, the boy dreamed of becoming a teacher, ready to spread that light even further. With obstacles ahead, Cohn stood firm. Years later, she finally triumphed through persistence. She earned her teaching certification, but as a teacher with a flair for sound effects, massive challenges awaited. Adult prejudices are tougher than kids. Even with great college performance, every sound Cohn made during the interview turned heads. Interviewers quickly stiffened, speeding through the interviews like they were in a race. However, Cohn always wore a sunny smile. these challenges never dimmed her passion. In the next interviews, no matter how innovative her educational ideas were, the polite no thank you always followed. Subtitles. Many principals bluntly questioned her, inquiring why she still pursued a teaching career with such an illness, and even insisting that she must refrain from making any sound during her teaching. Faced with such insulting doubts, Cohn would sometimes lash out angrily. Back in her car, sadness overwhelmed her. Unable to control emotions, she tried pain to ease self-loathing, but hating herself more made symptoms harder to control. The reality is indeed quite harsh. Despite putting in tremendous effort, the outcomes often left her heartbroken. Luckily, Cohn had a mom eager to support her, facing her self-doubt and frustration. Mom employed a reverse motivational strategy, which ironically fired Cohn up. She firmly stated that it was those sharp yet loving conversations that rekindled Cohn's courage.